What's going on, guys? It is Patrick here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of the SmithSquad Podcast. We got episode 36, and we are joined with a special guest today, the JFKGamer. How's it going, man?
What is going on, everybody? How's it going?
It's good, man. I really appreciate you coming on here. We don't know each other, so
no,
it always makes
we are going to know each other now.
That's true. The best way to bond is honestly just through a podcast. When you have to sit down and talk to someone for a straight hour, it's always a good bonding.
It's what's gonna happen. We're gonna leave this like best friends. We're gonna be like holding hands. It's gonna be a great ordeal.
Man, I hope so. So yeah. Thank you very much for coming on. These are always interesting when you don't know the person, but I don't know. It's cool just getting on and just meeting a new person. So.
Exactly.
Talking about stuff, especially when we have things in common.
Exactly.
Excuse me while I take a drink there. Now, the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about today is I wanted to talk about university because I actually don't know any other YouTubers who go to college or university that are my size. Everyone I know is either like younger than me or just I made the choice not to go. I kind of like I find like the person who is both a YouTuber and at college just kind of be like an interesting person because it's
I consider myself very interesting nonetheless. I mean, but no, yeah, it's a lot. I'll tell you that.
It is like, a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like for me, because I'm going to I should probably say where I'm going. I go to Emerson College in Boston. Born and raised in Massachusetts, so it's not really like far from home for me.
Okay.
But so I'm going into film, and so like YouTube and film are like kind of on the same level, like editing, etc. like that. Like all of them have like it's a lot of time commitment.
Right.
So for me, I'm doing YouTube on the side while making movies. So it's like I'm just slammed with like time commitment in front of computers.
Damn, so, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like for me, that's probably like the hardest thing about actually going to college is like not being able to go out and socialize at time. Well, I mean, I do go out. That's the thing is I go out and socialize, and then you like can't put as much commitment into one or the other.
Oh, I know. It's so true.
It sucks, but I mean, it's fun though. It's a lot. It's interesting because you'll find people. Like I've run into a couple kids who have YouTube channels, but they no longer do them anymore, which is kind of cool, but. Yeah. Like, what do you think about it? What are your your university thoughts?
Well, I guess for anyone who doesn't know, I go to Acadia University in Nova Scotia. It's like a small town, like college. It's like a college town basically. Like when people move back into res and come back to school, the population doubles. So it's the town's entirely based around it, which is something that I like. I'm in business, so a first year business, I should say. But the whole YouTube and university thing for me is like, people tell you like, if you're going to school, it's your number one. It's like, you should look at it like a job. Like, you're putting 45 hours into it a week. It's your focus. It's the thing you're, driving towards, striving. And that's the exact same thing that YouTube is. YouTube consumes your time.
Oh, big time. Like because editing, like, kind of a mantra that I live by, like in the film industry lives by, is like 1 minute of video is roughly 1 hour of editing.
Wow.
So if you just look at YouTube for like, I mean, obviously like time fluctuates, like if you're doing like a live commentary or stuff like that, but
that's
just
not
the amount
much.
of hours that you are logging into YouTube, it's unreal how much time commitment you do.
Yeah, it's something that is, even if you're not working on it, like it's always in the back of your head.
Yep.
I mean, like last night I went to bed thinking about this podcast, like topics and how it's going to go, when we're going to do it. I remember like I was like 12:30 and I'm like, oh wait, I should probably like schedule a time with him. And then I hit you up. And then it's like waking up in the morning in the shower and I'm like, okay, still thinking about topics, thinking about like other videos I have to do. It's just something that's always in the back of my head. And I kind of, honestly, I like the fact that I can say like I'm a full-time student and I'm also doing YouTube, because it's just, I don't know, I kind of take pride.
It's a level of entrepreneurship. Like YouTube in itself is a business. I mean, like as much as you like, you obviously make videos for fun, like stuff like that. But like also like creating a channel, running a channel operating, having a partnership, things like that. That's like such a bit, like it's like a very entrepreneurial. So you have it as like it's a part of you eventually. So it's like your thing. So you want to like grow, flourish, etc. like that. So I totally get you on that point, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that YouTube has kind of influenced me for university, because like in high school, I was always someone who I was like good at math and science, and I wanted to go into, I was thinking like biology or chemistry.
The complete opposite of me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was, I was kind of driven on that, like, and everyone kind of told me, like, that's where you'll get a good job and all this stuff.
No.
And it was partially from YouTube and partially from reading this book. I think it's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know, you probably haven't read it, but
yeah, I have no idea.
yeah, it just kind of talks about like, it's like one of those like self-help books, like, taking hold of your future, being an entrepreneur and all that stuff. And it was just kind of like a huge moment for me where I was like, wait, I'm just going to sciences because like everyone is telling me to and like saying it's a good idea. I don't really want to. And I started looking at it. I was like, you know what? Like YouTube is, at the end of the day, no matter how you put it, it is a business. Yeah. And like I try not to look at it like a business. I try to look at it as a creative thing.
Outlet type thing.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, there is a business aspect to it with, dealing with fans and I shouldn't say dealing, but like communicating with fans and all that stuff.
Throwing them on the side, never talking to them. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Talking to fans, that's kind of like, in a real business, it would be like customer support in a way and all that stuff. And I just kind of started getting, thinking about it and stuff. And I was like, man, maybe I want to go into business, and the school I'm at has an entrepreneurial program, so I'm kind of thinking of going into that. Mm-hmm. But it's also really interesting at the same time being in business, and your professors are talking about business and how you may run one someday or operate one, and it's like, yeah, hey, I already kind of do.
Yeah, exactly. You're giving them advice on businesses and everything like that. No.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. Like, yeah, because it gives you like a huge step in the door too. Like once you graduate and things like that, you'll be already able to say that you have a business and things like that. You're making income, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely.
And that's like a huge step forward in any industry that you're going into, whether it's business, film, writing, I don't know, but
whatever. I mean, yeah. And even at the end of the day, doing YouTube helps your speaking ability. Just
very much so.
Just talking, people don't just kind of like talk like this, right? It's normal conversations, but you don't have a long drawn out conversation or like a presentation to someone. So it really does help for a lot of things. Even with like contacts, like I don't know that many people through YouTube that are big and up there, but there's just having like a following of, in our case, over 100,000 people is a very useful thing in this day and age. If you ever want to start a business or like promote something, it's like, hey guys, check this out, and you already have an audience of however many thousands people.
Yeah, that's definitely a major point right there.
Yeah. So what do you plan on doing like with your schooling?
Well, for me, I'm basically just gonna get a bachelor's either of fine arts or just regular BA.
Right.
Then I'm just literally, what happens for my school is we have like a Los Angeles internship program.
Okay.
So either fall semester or spring semester of senior year, we go out to LA and intern.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So beautiful.
That is sweet.
I'm so sick of the cold.
Yeah, man, I know exactly what it's like.
Yeah, we're in the same type of area, but
yeah. For sure. I was just gonna interject there. Like people
absolutely.
say like, oh, Canada's so cold and stuff, but dude, you're in Boston. It's the exact same. Same weather. When I go to Boston, it's the exact same. But anyways, continue.
No, I feel you. So once I go out there, I'm pretty much I'm hoping to go spring semester. Well, I might actually graduate early. So then whatever semester, my last semester, I'll be out there, and so I'll just move in, and from that just go into the movie making business. And it's just one of the hardest businesses to get into.
Definitely.
But it's definitely like one of the most awesome. Like it's really just so different than kind of anything else that I've experienced in my life, like making a movie and everything like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Like it's definitely something like I think about that. I'm like, man, like that. It just sounds intimidating trying to get into that, right? But even from doing YouTube, it's the one thing YouTube has taught me is that at the end of the day, a lot of it is luck, but more so is how much work you put into it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's literally what I think every single day. Basically, like there's like a couple kids who just kind of like glide on right now in my school. They kind of glide on that like they have some talent, so they'll just expect things to come to them. But even if you don't have as much talent as them, if you have more of a drive, and this is pretty much with life too, even if you're not as talented as someone, you just got to keep driving and pushing, and you will get either to where they are or above.
Absolutely.
Because, it's just like, oh shoot, I dropped my mic.
It's all good.
But no, yeah, so that's where I am, and I'm making like my next film is like 25 minutes, which is the biggest undertaking I've ever done. So
damn, okay,
we'll see how that goes.
That should be yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, it's just luck has the opportunity luck side has something to do with it, but if you don't work at it, you're not going to get anywheres. And with YouTube, people will say, I've been making videos for a week and I only have 5 subscribers, or I've been making them for a month, I only have 150. A guy actually sent me that yesterday, and I was like, well, dude, that's 150 more than you would have had you not tried it. Exactly. Keep working, and you will like get a a lucky video that blows up or whatever. But if you don't put the work in it, you're just limiting your chances of getting one of those videos that do really well and kind of snowballing your channel. So California, man, I like as like kind of being into that YouTube industry, like that California is so attractive to me. Like, just seeing all those big YouTubers out there, and like
it has everything you need.
It has everything you need. I would like to just go for just a little bit of time, man, just to see it. I'm super jealous of you. Yeah,
you should, like, totally. It's like, that's the thing, is like there's so many flourishing industries out there.
Yeah,
like you can have, if your business, there's businesses, film, entertainment, writing, politics, like anything you want, pretty much. It's like, because it's like warm 24/7, so you could do anything you want 24/7 instead of like being limited inside, which is so nice.
Limited for like you can only be outside like 4 months of the year for long periods of time here.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat, but yeah, no, it's definitely somewhere I want to go. Now, another place I may be going in the not too distant future, smooth transition, is Boston. So, in I think 49 days, if I am right.
I think that's right, yeah.
PAX East is coming to Boston. And I have the opportunity, I live in Nova Scotia, but I actually have the opportunity to be going. So I thought we talk about that a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so I don't even know how this came about. Like, did you message me? Or
I think I might have messaged you. I don't know. Either way, one of us, we got into contact with each other, and we just started, like, the main point of talk was that PAX East is going to be the greatest thing of all time, basically.
Basically, yeah. I think it was, like, a big group discussion with a few people.
Yeah, I think that was
there was, like a big Twitter chat between, like, 7 or 8 YouTubers, and I somehow got included in that because I don't even live in America. But, yeah, so basically you hit me up, and I was like, I've kind of been thinking about it, and actually last year it was on my sights. Like, I really wanted to go, and I didn't know anybody that was going at that point because I was a lot smaller last year. At this point I probably had like maybe 30,000 subscribers, so I didn't really know too many people. And at the end of the day I was just like, it'd be weird if I just kind of went by myself, so I don't think I'm going to do it. But now that there's like, how many people going? Like you, Novera,
Matt, McSportshawks,
MC Sportshawk, yeah,
Chucky,
right,
Mr. Boss for the win.
Yeah.
There's like a couple other guys. I think Lagan might be going.
Is Lagan going?
Because he might be. I talked to him about it for a little bit.
I feel he's North or South Carolina, so that's
he's South.
South Carolina, yeah. So that's a pretty far flight, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he's not this year. I don't know. We were talking about it for either this year or next year.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of people going, and it's gonna be absurdly fun. Cause basically, like, I mean, I don't know. I went to PAX last year, and it was pretty fun. I met up with some YouTubers but like it wasn't like YouTubers, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like a whole group of guys who still like are like so super into YouTube and like everything like that. So it's gonna be cool, like kind of going around with a lot of different people. And then obviously like after it's gonna be a lot of fun exploring Boston because it's like the greatest city ever.
Yeah. So what was it like? What was it like last year when you went? I really don't even know what it is, to be honest. I know it's like a convention of some sorts.
It's interesting. Like I totally expected it to be kind of one way, and it was definitely it was different than anything I've ever done before because I hadn't been to a convention since like I was 6, and that was a boat convention. So this was like totally different. And what it is you walk in and there's the normal like side to PAX, and I'd say like the super gaming side of PAX. Like there's like people who play games like to play games, and there's like super committed because you'll have like people like in cosplay and stuff. And I've never seen cosplay before, so that was kind of out of the blue for me, and that was kind of scary because I was like, oh my goodness. But it was funny to see like some of the people. But that was cool. So you go in, and there's like booths for a bunch of different games like coming out this year.
Okay, yeah, so it is a little bit like that.
Yeah, so you can like, I think you can play some of them. There's like giveaways, stops and shores. There's like I'm still part of Machinima, and there's a Machinima booth.
Okay.
And just like stuff like that. It was pretty cool. I was there for a day, and it was a pretty good amount of stuff for a day. I feel like that like 2 days I'd probably tap out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like they're going 3 days in a row. That'd be a lot.
Yeah.
But there's like there was, I think last time there was like a Call of Duty tournament actually going on. I saw a couple Optic people there.
Oh really?
So it's yeah. So there's like definitely a lot that goes on at PAX.
Yeah, dude, that sounds super cool. Just being in Nova Scotia, I mean, for YouTube, for anything like that, there's literally nothing. Like I've never met another YouTuber. I know one other kind of large YouTuber from Nova Scotia, and he's like, from me, he's like probably 6 hours away, and you have to like take a ferry to get to him. Yeah, so it's seriously like such a small thing. Now, Halifax is a big city, and there may be some YouTubers from there, but as far as I know, I haven't heard of any. So for me, like going down here would just be such an awesome opportunity because even when I started to YouTube 2 years ago, I always like would watch, you know, Syndicate and Team Art and all those big guys, like Woody's Gamertag, go to those events and be with all these other YouTubers and make videos about it and all that stuff. And I was like, man, to me, like that was just the coolest thing. And that just kind of showed me how real YouTube was for them, how big a part of it was in their life. And
those guys are so committed. I'm like shocked at it. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, eh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about it because like earlier when you were mentioning like people not going to college and just YouTubing, I was like, wow, that like actually happens. Wow, that's a thing. Oh my goodness.
That's a scary thing. There's a lot of guys who have done that.
Yeah. I remember when Woody like you know Woody's Gamertag?
Yeah, sure, dude. I've followed Woody since like Modern Warfare 2 days. Yeah.
So wait, I'm gonna like go nostalgic real quick, and then I'm gonna backtrack.
Okay. Oh, go for it.
Yo, the old YouTube was so prime on like regular commentaries, like where people would just talk about their lives.
Man.
Like C-Nanners, Hutch, Woody. Like I used to watch and like soak in their commentaries. Tabe. I don't know if any of like your viewers or anybody watching this understands. Like those guys were so cool to me.
That
like,
YouTube
and then, like,
scene was amazing.
The whole scene like transformed. I mean, I'm not hating against it, but it's just a totally different atmosphere and thing than it was just like 5 to 6 years ago. Backtracking to where I was, like, it was such a big deal when Woody first, like, when he had his job and then he quit his job to go YouTube full time.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first time I saw someone actually doing that, you know, like, living off of YouTube. And I was like, wow, someone can actually support a family on YouTube. That's crazy.
That was such like a big moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've been with that like whole... I've been with the gaming community since like Modern Warfare 2. I haven't been making videos that long, but I've been watching it since probably like I would say Christmas time of when Modern Warfare 2 came out, because I remember I got it and I was like on the videos.
Dude, I think we're in the exact same spot.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
First video I ever watched on COD was by Wings of Redemption,
Wings.
And it was how to level up fast in Modern Warfare 2.
That's awesome.
It was like you throw your care packages and the emergency airdrop, and you let your teammates get it or something like that. But oh my god, man, yeah, dude, people who weren't involved in that, like if you never like watched those guys and stuff, it's like it's weird to kind of be a YouTuber now and be like, I'm kind of like that. Because you know you're not even like a tenth as cool and as badass as the old school YouTube, man. I every day, like after school, I would just get home, pop in. Like Woody's Gamertag was honestly I would say probably my favorite YouTuber of the bunch. I really liked Only Use Me Blade.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah,
he has such a soothing voice.
So soothing.
Such a charismatic individual.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's really moved away from that. The Call of Duty commentary has died a bit, and it's
Call of Duty in general, pretty much. It's
true.
It's so different.
Yeah, you can't really get big off of just Call of Duty anymore. You have to do something
different,
unique or special with it if you're going to. But now I guess it's kind of moved. I don't even know what you call it. It's moved kind of like from a entertaining knowledge almost, stories and stuff, to kind of just like funny moments, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like funny moments, information, like type of thing. Like people want like things fast, like how to do blah 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 in zombies, or just like little quick tips and tricks or montages and stuff like that. It's a different scene, which it's
a totally
funny.
Different thing. Yeah. I mean, it had to develop and it had to change. It wasn't going to stay like that forever.
Exactly.
I'm sad it did, because I loved that so much.
Same.
How do we? Oh, right. I was just gonna say, how do we even get on the topic? Is that?
Yeah, no, I was like, wait. I was trying to think of like where I backtracked from. I was like, crap.
Yeah, it was just talking about how, like, seeing all those guys going to events and meeting up, and now it's kind of like I'm thinking like that might kind of be me, and that's a weird feeling. So here's my situation right now, because I haven't like totally committed to this yet.
Yeah.
So basically, I was gonna go to Vermont in February on a ski trip. I'm a really big skier.
What kind of skis? Like twin tips?
I do both. I do both.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a snowboarder. But
okay.
I feel I like skiing. I like skiing.
I gotta be honest. I absolutely hate snowboarding.
Really?
I've done it twice, and like I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, it takes a while to pick up. You fall on your ass a lot.
Yeah, it just hurt too much for me. I was like, no, I'm just gonna go back to skis. The thing with snowboarding is like you either fall on your face or your ass.
Yep.
Whereas skis, you just kind of fall on your side. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've hurt myself plenty of times skiing, but it's not really for me. So yeah, I was gonna go down to Vermont early February on like a ski trip with my school. It was being kind of like organized through them. And my buddy, like my best friend, he realized like he has a test that the day we get back, and if there's like bad roads or anything, he'd miss it. So unfortunately, he can't go now. So I'm like, well, damn, I'm not really sure if I want to go on this trip. And then this whole PAX thing came up, and I was like, do I want to go skiing or do I want to go to PAX? And at the end of the day, I mean, I can. It's really, skiing. It would be nice to go to another hill, and it's basically it's like a pretty big party. You just go down and you like drink every day and ski in the morning, drink at night. There's like a water park and stuff.
It's pretty sweet.
And I mean, yeah, it looked sick. And to anybody wondering, it's J Peak, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I know J Peak.
Yeah, it looked amazing. But I figured, like there's a few other people I know going, but I was like, if my best friend isn't going to be there, I don't really like want to go that much. So now that this is coming up, I'm really leaning forward to go. Like I'm really leaning in the direction of PAX.
Yeah.
Just it's such a unique opportunity, and I get that YouTube isn't going to last forever. I get that, I mean, tomorrow, like I could lose my channel, it could be completely done. So I want to kind of make the best memories I can of it while it's here. So, dude, I really feel like it's a sign from the gods that I should.
I think it is. I think it's pointing you in the direction of the BOS.
The BOS?
Boston.
Oh, the Boston, right.
Sorry. Abbreviating,
No, it's all good. Yeah, so I guess I think as far as price goes, it's actually the same. Like I'd have to pay for my flight, but actually I haven't got an email back from PAX about a free media pass, but I assume it wouldn't be an issue.
No, it took me like a week I think to get back, but it was really easy. All you got to do is like they just asked for like a license picture, and then that was it. And then you were like, "Oh, you're in." I was like, "Wait, so I get like free like every day now?" And they were like, "Yup." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Wow,
Yay.
that's sick. Yeah, that's like saving $100 right there.
Or yeah. So that was really nice.
Yeah, and then I don't know, we kind of talked about like I could stay with you or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if like whatever. So at the end of the day, like it's a prime opportunity. So I think I gotta kind of convince my mom because she's like, oh, you know, you're gonna go down by yourself, whatever. But I really am feeling up for this. So
gotta do it. You're almost there. We'll see. It might happen. It might happen.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I mean, Garrett, so you, Novera, MC Sports Talk, you guys are all from Boston?
No, we're actually all from different places. Chucky and Nova are kind of in the same location. Chucky's driving him up. But Matt goes to school in Syracuse, so he's up in New York. So he's trekking down.
Okay, so that's
the weekend.
All right, yeah. And then
so everyone's kind of coming from different angles, but all converging kind of in this one central location type deal.
Oh, so you got it sweet, man. Like you're just
I got it sweet.
You're right there.
It's a 10 to 20 minute walk from my dorm. I'm like in the primest position. I can go back, take a nap, keep going back. So
that is so sick, man.
Yeah, it's like the best part of Boston. Like, I mean, like I love LA because it's like so expansive. It has everything you want, but like Boston, it's so tight knit. And especially like where I am, I can basically walk or take the T anywhere, and I'll be there in 20 minutes max.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
So you're actually in like Boston, like your campus?
In the heart of Boston, yeah.
Really? So what school did you say you go to again?
Emerson. It's right on Boylston. So it's like it's right in the theater type district near the Boston Common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have family and they live in Andover.
Yeah.
So it's not too far from Boston. So honestly, like pretty much every year except this last one, I've been to Boston. I love the city, man. It's so you're right about that. Like it is very condensed. I've noticed, like, there's a lot of sick stuff in Boston. It's always a good time. I mean, like things that pop up to me, like the Science Museum. I really like that.
Oh, dude, the Science Museum is so cool.
How far are you from that?
10-minute walk.
That's epic. That is so cool.
That's like along my running path. Like I go for runs and I like run past Fenway Park. I'll pass the Science Museum, go over like the Zakim Bridge, things like that. It's crazy. Not literally over it, but like under it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's cool. I had another question. Oh, actually, not really a question, but just kind of like a comment. So, my plan for like. I was just the other night. I was on Skype with Mr. T Lexify, and he kind of brought it up. And I went on, I don't know, some flight website or whatever, and I was looking at it, and I think how I could get it to work is I could leave like Friday early morning, like 6 a.m. and probably arrive in Boston. I'd have to go to I'd have a connecting flight in Philly, and then. Honestly, I don't even know where Philadelphia is.
It's like south of Boston.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go like down and then up. But I mean, Philly has a great. It's either Philly or Chicago. They're like one of the coolest airports. They have such good food there, man.
Really? Where is it in relation to New York?
Philly is south of New York. It's like southeast.
Okay, yeah. Here, I'm gonna Google that real quick. Philadelphia.
It's one of the hardest words to spell.
I know. Here, I got a map up. I wish I had the screen recorder going on right now, but I don't. I just got audio for this. So here, I'm going to zoom out here a bit. So we got Philadelphia. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, that's not too bad.
No,
so
it's not bad
just
at
kind
all.
of like fly over the ocean and then bang back to Boston. Okay, so yeah. I think it said like hour and a half to Philadelphia, and then it's
That's not bad at all.
And then it's like less than an hour. It's about an hour flight from Halifax, which is in Nova Scotia, to Boston. So it's such a short flight. Like my dad is up there. He goes like every 6 months just because his sister lives there. So yeah, I'm planning like I kind of been planning this out a bit. So I'm thinking like I leave early morning, so I'd have to skip class Friday. But that's not a big deal. I only have like 2 hours of class on Friday, so leave early morning. I probably get there around like 11ish your time, I think, and then I don't know, from there like meet up with whoever. And PAX starts Friday, right?
PAX starts Friday, yeah. I don't know. I think like a lot of the guys are coming up Friday night or Friday day. I don't think anyone's actually going to PAX that day. I'm not too sure yet. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I
don't think I'm going because I have class from like 10 to 2, so I'd miss like a good chunk of the day.
Oh damn, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at their schedule real quick just to see, because I was imagining like it would kind of be like a Saturday thing.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. So it would be like a go, hit their Friday, whatever we do Friday.
Shenanigans,
yeah. Underage shenanigans too, which is weird.
Oh yeah, wow. Canadian laws are totally different.
Yeah, that's man. Awesome. That must be a weird thing. Like you're 19, right?
Yeah.
And you can't buy or like go to the bar.
Correct.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
That is.
I went to Italy, and that was so different because everyone's like giving free champagne and everything.
Isn't Italy
like that.
Sweet?
Dude, Italy is so awesome. It's so beautiful.
I went there on like a school trip, so it was like you had to kind of like sneak drinking, but like I think it's there like beer and wine is like 16, and then 18 is like hard liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So like
I think so.
You just like go to a restaurant, like I'll have a beer with my pizza, and it's like it's so chill, it's so casual.
That should be like that's the primary problem I have with like the United States is the drinking age, because like you can go to war, you can smoke cigarettes, you can do like anything you want, and you can't like have a beer.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, I get like maybe like 20, you could give 21 for hard and just have beer and wine, but like at the same time, it's just like I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's a lot of flaws to the system itself.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like,
no.
And that's the classic one is you can go to war, shoot someone in the face, but you can't have a rum and coke to forget about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think honestly, I feel like Italy does it the best, and maybe not. I don't know about their ages. That's I'm sure there's it's
that
questionable.
Right though, what you said.
But just the idea of beer and wine at a younger age to introduce you to alcohol.
Exactly.
Because like nobody dies from drinking beer. It's always like, they drink a quart or like a 40 of hard liquor.
Yeah.
So you kind of get introduced to alcohol at a younger age. You learn to respect it a bit and, understand it instead of your first time drinking, going to college and, blacking out and going to the hospital.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
I know people who did that on my frosh week. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Actually, at Acadia, there was a guy who a few years ago died from I think he drank he drank a 40, which is a lot. It's a lot of alcohol. So obviously don't drink a 40. But he it was a really like crazy thing. So like my school has really tried to like enforce like the big one is no drinking games here. Like you will, if you like even so much as get caught like shotgunning a beer, like you get written up and like serious trouble. They really enforce that one. Yeah. Which honestly I think is a good idea. Because like when I was in high school, like I didn't drink a lot. Like I drank, but I found drinking games, they kind of get you more drunk, but to a reasonable amount. Whereas here, like just kind of the atmosphere is so like get that drunk anyways. Exactly. If you do drinking games, it's just like 2 and 2 is like way too much. So
way too fast and much.
Yeah. So honestly, it is a good thing, but it is weird. 'Cause 21 just seems so old. Like is that like third year? If you were in university?
Yeah. That'd be junior year. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I honestly think even 19 is a little much. I feel like 18 if you can buy cigarettes, you should be able to buy alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what is marijuana? Is that 21?
We can't buy it. It's not legal here.
Oh, I know, but it's
in some states it is. I don't even know.
I think
it's probably like 21 or 25. 21 and 25 are like the big two, like for getting stuff. You know what I mean?
What's 25? Oh, I think you're cutting out on me. Hello?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, okay, there we go.
My headset just dropped. I was like, ah.
Oh, I was just saying, what's 25 in the States?
Like not license. Being able to rent a car, stuff like that. Like I can't rent a car till I'm 25, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that might be the same in Canada.
Really?
It's definitely older than 19.
I don't know why. Like it doesn't make sense. I mean, yes, like maybe the drivers aren't as good, but like still, like those extra like 3 years aren't gonna do too much. You know what I mean?
No. What is
like restricting you?
What's licensed in the States?
Well, it works. It's actually different per state. But
okay.
For me, oh shit.
That's all good. It's all good.
I'm in Massachusetts. It was 16 and a half for a permit, and then you have to go, I think, 6 months, and then you get a license, or like you have to do a certain amount of hours or something like that.
Yeah.
I got mine when I was like 16 and a half or 17.
Okay, yeah, I think that's exact same, at least in where I'm from. It's 16, and then you get like a beginners, they call it. So like you have to drive with someone else in the car.
Yeah, it's like a permit.
Yeah, and then you get your, it's like you still have the N on, so it means like you can drive by yourself, but there's restrictions. It's like you can't drive. Yeah, you can't drive after 12.
Yeah, it's the exact
couple
same
things like that.
Yeah, it's called the JOL here, like a junior operator's license.
Okay,
so
yeah.
It's like the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, and then after 2 years, you can get the N off, and then you're free to do as you please. So I don't even know how we got on that topic, but because we were talking about going to Boston and doing shenanigans. How's like the party scene? I'm just curious in Boston.
It's different than most things, than most colleges, because like a lot of college, like Boston has the most colleges of any city and or state. Like or not a state, but like Boston itself has the most colleges. So like literally like you turn the corner, there's another college, but like a lot of it is actually off campus in a place called Alston, which is like a suburb of Boston.
Okay.
And it's not that far. It's like a 20-minute T ride max. Yeah. But I mean, it's interesting. It's totally different than like high school in every regard.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That was like the biggest adjustment for me, was coming from high school to college in like the like social scenes, because it's totally different. Because you, like in college, you have maybe like one class with a certain person, and then you don't see them for like 2 days, and then you're with them again.
Yeah,
so it's like
for sure.
Finding time to be with your friends in a different sort of context. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So you live in res?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also weird having people around you all the time. I found that was a big thing for me. Like
Do you have communal bathrooms?
No, we have individual bathrooms.
Yeah, same here. My friend lives in a communal bathroom one though, and I could not do that.
Yeah,
that would be so weird.
There's like a big tower where I'm at, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, that's so awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird. Just like right now, like there's someone to my right, there's someone to my left. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like I find with YouTube, it probably makes my videos a tiny bit worse. Because you
get cautious, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a little bit more reserved with some of the things you say, because you don't want it to be overheard, even though you're putting it out for tens of thousands of people on.
Yeah, like it's so YouTube. Weird. Yes, I totally agree with you, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's like that. When I do a lot of live comms, so I try not to be overly loud. Whereas if I was at home, I don't care. I'm just trying to be me, like an outgoing, like making an entertaining video. Exactly. So it's weird. Do people know you make YouTube videos?
Sadly, yeah. I mean, I said sadly, but I mean, like, for me, I tried at first to kind of separate my lives, like, between, like, social and YouTube, but they blended, so, like, everyone kind of knows now. But
yeah.
How about you?
Well, when I was in high school, like, all my friends knew. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like again, YouTube wasn't really that big for me back in high school, and kind of over the summer is when my channel got really going. So when I came here, I kind of made the mistake of like having like my personal Twitter is my YouTube Twitter.
Same.
Because like I just tell people like if you wanna know what I'm doing with my life, just follow my personal Twitter. I'm not gonna follow you, but if you want to see what's up to, because following that many people would be crazy.
Yeah.
But like I guess probably the first 2 or 3 weeks, I had videos scheduled for like 5 or 6 weeks. And I just wanted to adjust to school, get everything going before I got back into YouTube. So no one ever heard me making videos or anything, and they'd see my computer in my room and just think like, whatever, he just has a computer. And I just kind of kept it on the down low. I didn't really tell anybody. And I was playing like video games with a guy one night, and he's like, oh my God, man, like I love zombies. Like it's my favorite game. Have you ever played it? And I was like, yeah.
Have I played it?
I've played it once or twice.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we got to talking, and I was like, dude, like I'll just like tell you because like you're cool, and like I got this YouTube channel, and he like is like, what the hell, man? Like that's awesome, whatever. And then like probably a week later, like there was like I was in a room with a bunch of people, and like they wanted to follow me on Twitter, and I was like, it's at TheSmithPlays. And they're like, okay, and they're like, why do you have 3,000 followers? Like what? And I'm like, I just like know a lot of people. And then if you like swipe over, it shows like a link to my channel, and they click on that, and they're like, do you make YouTube videos? I was like, yeah, maybe.
I guess at this point I've busted. Yeah.
Yeah. And it wasn't
awesome.
like not something I'm embarrassed about, at least with guys, because like if a guy's a gamer,
I'm not embarrassed with guys at all. It's like girls. It's totally girls. I totally feel you.
Yeah, like, it makes me wish I was like a prank channel or something, because then they'd be like, oh my God, that's so funny. But if you're a gamer, it's just like, yeah, like,
right. You get like there's like a very negative connotation that comes with gaming itself. Like even if you have like I personally like I don't play video games that much. Like I'll play enough to record, weird. And then I'll like have enough to like I'll maybe like I hop on GTA a lot more than I actually do Call of Duty, because I love like messing shit up in Los Santos. But it's like it's so weird, because like you say like you're make a video game channel, and people automatically assume like you don't come out of your basement ever, and I'm like, we have lives, like it's not just a full-time gaming thing.
That is like so spot on with Fee. Like most of my gaming time is just going into making videos.
Yep.
I do a little bit of PC gaming. Like I really like playing Civ 5, like Civilization.
Yeah.
I do a bit of like, I'm just trying to think, like I do custom zombies, which is mostly for my channel. I do a bit of it just on my own. But really, like at the end of the day, most of my gaming is just either like sometimes I'll play with subs. I can't really do that here at school, but mostly it just comes down to Call of Duty and just zombies and getting gameplay and stuff. And that's the thing, is like people say like I would call myself more of a YouTuber than a gamer.
Yeah.
It just so happens like I love YouTube and I love zombies. I really enjoy gaming though. Like that's what I mean. Like I don't love gaming, I love zombies though. Like that's like like zombies is the one thing. I mean, I've been playing since I was in grade 6, and I could hop on right now, have a game, and have a good time with it.
Exactly. It doesn't get old.
No, not at all. So people,
except Transit gets old very fast.
Transit was never not old.
Exactly. It came out of the womb old. It's like Benjamin Button. All right. Ignoring that gross statement.
That was a very gross mental image, but whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess, how did you get into zombies?
I think my friends might have introduced me, and then like in World at War, and then I bought World at War, and so ever since that I've just been zombies. Like it's been love. Zombies has been life.
Right.
It's like zombies is so. It's so simple, but at the same time it's so diverse in like what you can do, strategies, etc. There's no one game is the exact same as another game.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Constantly changing. Stories, etc., guns, styles, music. It's just one of those things that like it's an addictive thing, because it's not repetitive, and you still get an enjoyment out of it, which is awesome.
Yeah, and you can never beat it. You can only do a little bit better every time. That's the classic quote I hear people always say. Yeah. It's like, for me, the fact that it's not a game that you have to be super intense all the time. When you're playing multiplayer like COD, it's, you know, you got to focus, and if you're not focusing, you're probably going to do bad. Other games the same way, but with zombies, it's 90% chill, laughing, jokes, hey man, can you open this up, just chill. And then 10% of the time it's you're freaking out because
on your toes,
you
crouching forward, trying to duck dodge zombies.
Exactly. And that's what I like about it. It's just, most of the time it's cool. It's almost like a social thing, right?
It's very social.
And then the next 10% is just crazy. And I think YouTube has honestly made me more, well, I shouldn't say I think, absolutely, YouTube has made me more into zombies than I normally would have, because I'm always trying to do new challenges and new interesting things. Like a challenge I recently did on my channel was called the Rainbow Perk Challenge.
Oh, that is absurd. I don't know how you won.
Well, see, I did it in, like, you start with Jug and you make your way up all the way to PhD. And it was like, that was cool. And then Lex, do you know him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Lex, he hops on and he's like, you know what? Like, that's cool, but I'm going to flip it on its toes and I'm going to do the reverse. So, like, the first perk he gets is PhD, then Electric Chair, then Quick Revive, then Mule Kick. So, like, his first 4 perks are pretty much terrible and useless. Yeah. Then he gets Speed Cola, then he gets Stamina Up, then he gets Double Tap, and then he gets Jug. So, like, it's basically like you start, like, from the worst to the best. And he's like,
from the bottom, now you're there.
Exactly. And he's just like, yeah, let's do this. And I won't say any spoilers of what happens to that series. It's an epic series, but it's just so cool to just be ever evolving, ever changing, doing new perks, new challenges. And I get a lot of, like, people telling me, like, hey, you should do this, hey, you should do that. And I mean, us both, we're kind of like, there's so few zombies YouTubers now.
Yeah, it's really been cut down in size, and especially then you get, like, a lot of people who were multiplayer, like the larger guys who are multiplayer. Then they'll kind of have zombies, but they're not zombies. You know what I mean? Yeah,
there's a lot more people that cover zombies, right?
Yeah, it's like more covered, but not devoted channels to zombies.
Yeah. There's tons of guys, and I won't say any names. Like, it's nothing, like, offensive or anything, but.
I feel you.
Yeah, just not to say names. But, you know, people that just come to mind that they cover the news, like the trailers and you know, first few days, and then it's kind of, you know, back to whatever. And I mean, it is what it is, but I love the few zombie people that we have left. It's like we're all in this together, and, like, you know, it's cool. And, like, I didn't even really know you, honestly. And I was like, oh, this guy does.
I've seen you, but you were like that kind of enigma where I've watched videos and I know who you are, but I don't talk to you type thing.
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah, no, I definitely, I knew the name. Like, I knew TheJFKGamer. Like, if someone mentioned him, I was like, yeah, I know him. I'm not, like, I think he does. Like, I thought you were either zombies or GTA. So, you know, it was because there was a lot of guys who went from zombies to GTA.
Dude, oh my god, so many.
Like the straight up, like, the zombies community, like that, like the day GTA released, like fell in half at least.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Crazy.
And honestly, I'm glad I didn't follow suit to that.
Yeah. Same.
Because the GTA community is
scary.
Very scary and very dead right now. Yeah. It's kind of a rough place to be because, I mean, a lot of people who were in it and doing well, like AU Kronos, Cash Bazee, like, they got their channels taken down.
Yeah.
It was just a sketchy place to be, and
it was a boom and bust type, like, industry for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, zombies, like, I can't say, like, is ridiculous right now. It's not really booming.
It's killing. It's pretty bad right now, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I found last year was even worse.
Oh my god, with ghosts?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a joke. Like, I do a little bit of Extinction. I had fun with it, but it's like, this doesn't even compare to zombies.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Doesn't even compare. Yeah. But I mean, this year we had a little teaser from Advanced Warfare, and then you know, we got Exo Zombies coming out in
a couple days.
Yeah, like less than 2 weeks now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the 27th. So, man, I was telling you this before, but, like, I don't have an Xbox One, and I'm so sour about that.
That is so sad. I was like, no, why don't you?
Yeah, because the way it just worked out is I was like, I'm gonna buy an Xbox One. I'm gonna buy an Xbox One because there's gonna be zombies. I'm gonna buy an Xbox One. I was like, there has to be zombies. I was telling that to myself, and then I was like, there's no zombies. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna buy PS4 because everyone says it's better, and I have a lot of friends on PS4, and this is just gonna be like another year where don't really cover the Call of Duty. And then they're like, oh, guess what? Yeah, we're actually gonna throw it in DLC after I've bought a PlayStation. So it's like,
it's so rough.
damn. Yeah. So I don't even know. Like, I wish I could take my PS4 back, but it's too late now. I've had it for months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
in too deep.
yeah. So I just got it. I just got it for 360, and we're gonna game. I'm gonna game on that by myself. It's gonna be so sad, but
try to reach out across console and just like tap you on the shoulder in an apology.
Yeah, really. No, I don't know. Like, the graphics aren't honestly that much worse.
No.
It's not. It's like I would say 85-90% of what Xbox One is.
Yeah,
right?
It's not a huge difference.
Yeah. Now, if it was the difference between like PC and Xbox 360, I'd probably have to bump her up, but I'm just not really about spending another $500 plus game. Or actually, how much is an Xbox One? Is it 4?
4 or 3, maybe. I think 4.
Okay, yeah. So like another 400 plus a year live plus the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
it's a lot of money.
All those little things that come with it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna rock it out on the 360, which people tell me like everyone says like the Xbox One like software sucks. Is that true? Oh my god,
it is so true. The interface on Xbox One compared to Xbox 360 is so much worse.
Really?
It's because like the dashboard's weird, and just like your game, like your party chats are weird, and your
really,
because Xbox 360 was so simple. You would hit your whatever button, and you're right where you want to be. Like, you have all the options. Like Xbox One, it looks clean, but it's not effective.
Right. Yeah. Damn. PS4 is decent, but it's not doing anything like spectacularly.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do open lobbies.
Really?
I tried to do one, and you have to add them as a friend to invite them to your game.
Oh, that stinks.
So it's I'm getting invites.
A lot of steps, yeah.
It's a lot of steps because I never I didn't have a PlayStation 4 for an entire year. Mm-hmm. So when I got it, I hopped onto my account, and like for my PS3, if you try to add me, it's like this guy's full. But I guess PS4 will get like an unlimited amount of friend requests.
Yeah, it's like Xbox.
Yeah, so I have like over 1,000 right now.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, like I don't know what to do with this. Like, there's so many people, so I gotta like try to find the person, and it's a hassle. So I don't know like why. Like, I honestly, PS3 wasn't too great either, because I think you had to do the same. You had to add them as a friend to get them to join your lobby.
So I had PS3 for a little bit there.
Did you? I
broke it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, threw it out a window.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah.
Not in rage, but it wasn't working. So I was like, I'll make a funny video and break it.
Oh, yeah. Right on. Yeah, I did that for Ghosts. I scratched my disc, so I was like, you know what? Let's make a video. So I took a golf club to it and just shattered it. Absolutely shattered. I didn't even upload it. Now that I think of it, I should probably just throw that in there someday, because it was actually a pretty funny video. Like, I was just like, yeah, so Ghost decided to stop working on me, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this. So I take like a sledgehammer to it, I'm banging it. I got like a blowtorch on it, and I'm like, you know what, like this is good, but we can do better. And I just tee it up and like I didn't think that it like a disc would break that well, because when you try to bend them, they really like they just bend really weirdly, like
really weird.
Yeah, so I thought it was gonna like I wasn't sure what was gonna happen, but it just shattered everywhere. It was a really good feeling to break that game.
Get rid of it from your life.
Yeah, so I have one more question for you. A little thing. What got you into YouTube?
All right. I think it was just like kind of like what we were talking about earlier, and just like kind of watching like all those guys kind of just talk about everything, you know what I mean? And just like making videos for entertaining people, because I, like, as myself personally, I just like to entertain people, And whether that comes in a form of like information or comedy or history, it's kind of what I would have been doing for a while in my life. So it just kind of like seemed like a natural fit to me.
Right.
And I mean, I went through I went through 2 channels before I actually settled on JFK.
Okay.
Because they were absolutely atrocious, and I was using Windows Media Maker and a camera to record my gameplay before I realized,
Classic.
oh, I should probably buy a Dazzle.
Oh, the Dazzle, I love it. Oh, you must have been pretty old school then.
I started in 2010, right the day Black Ops came out, basically.
Oh, damn, man, you're almost OG.
I am almost OG, and I have. What's funny is that I didn't like. I've been probably one of the most steady people I know for growth. Like I haven't been boom or bust.
Yeah.
I've just been progressively growing. Like I hit my major growth spurt actually Mob of the Dead Black Ops 2 when I actually started gaining like a lot of subs.
Okay.
And then from there it was like steady, and then Ghosts hit, and it's just been like.
It's been like crap.
Yeah, it's YouTube like. For me, that was how I pretty much got started, and it's just been like one progressive kind of chain link leading to another. I started off kind of like a C-nanners with the regular commentaries about my life, trying to get multiplayer gameplay, and then I realized like I love zombies, so why am I doing this? So after that, there was really no turning back, and now we're here.
Now we're here. I love it, man.
You? What happened? What was your inspiration?
All right, so I started making YouTube videos when I was in grade 5.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I had like a skit channel. Like me and my friends would make like videos like and just upload random things like blowing up gingerbread houses with fireworks and
that's awesome.
Me playing guitar. Yeah, just like a totally like just random, like the old days of YouTube where no one really like was doing anything.
No one had a committed channel. It was just like random stuff.
Yeah, you just uploaded because you wanted to get like some views or you thought it was funny. And then I started doing vlogs or like vlogs back when that was popular. Basically, it's just talking to the camera. And I started a new channel called SmithVlogs, which is still up today. You go check out my awesome videos if anybody wants to. But that kind of like progressed, and I think I had about 800 subscribers. And that was like a year to get like 800 subscribers. So that was not good, but not bad for that time. Like that would probably be like maybe 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers nowadays. So just with like, in YouTube inflation and stuff, because it was a smaller website at the time. So after that, I kind of like just quit YouTube for a bit. And I was like, like this isn't working out for me. I'm not getting big. So I just quit for like a full year. And I tried to do a gaming channel. It was called Smith V Games, because like my channel was Smith Vlogs. So I was just like Smith V
Vlog Games.
Yeah. It was kind of like a backup channel, and I did Minecraft, and that didn't go well.
Yeah.
And then I had another one. I forget what it was called. Like maybe Smithy V or something, or Smithy. Maybe it was like Smithy V Games or something. Like really original names. And that fell through. And then I started another gaming channel called TheSmithPlays.
Hey.
And it's weird because I have a video on my Smith vlogs where I'm like, guys, like I'm starting a new gaming channel. Like I know this is like it hasn't worked out before, but I'm just gonna try it. We're gonna see what it was. And this was like in April or so. So I didn't have a capture card. I didn't have anything. All I had was like a screen recording program on my PC. So I played Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which is like a scary game, and that
scary
went okay, but not well. And then I started doing Pokemon Let's Plays. And those, again, didn't do too well. And I gave it up until the summer, like late August. And that was when I started like watching a bunch of zombies people. And I was like, man, like, why don't I try zombies? Why not, right? So at that point, I like, do you know who Mercadurka is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he used to do like a lot of live comms on zombies, and then like kind of like the same like talking videos over like, over zombies gameplay. And I was like, I want to do that. Like, it was just like the multiplayer thing, but over zombies, which was something I was actually good at. So I was like, I'm going to try that. So, just kind of started making like live comms on like Kino, because at this point it was like 3 months till Black Ops 2 was coming out. So I just kind of, started working at it. I did the screen recorder thing. I still have my first upload on my channel. Just I want to like signify like where I was and where I am.
Yeah, kept that too.
Yeah. So I got that first series on my channel. Then a month into it, I was like, I really like this. I got the Hapage, and Black Ops 2 came out, and my channel like started kind of picking up. I remember I hit 1,000 subscribers on Christmas Day. That was kind of cool. And then from there,
that's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah. And then like things just kind of started getting better. Like DLC has really bumped my channel up. Origins, or for me, Buried and Origins were my big ones, especially
really?
Origins. Yeah. And then the next year, again, was like awful with the zombies.
Yeah.
Actually, before I say that, like I should mention, like during Mob of the Dead time, actually I came across a YouTuber named Mr. T Lexify, and he had like 10 subscribers at the time. I dropped a like on his channel, and that like kind of like sent like maybe like 100 people over there. He got his wheels going, and here he is now. So
that's awesome.
That was kind of cool, because coming back to it, this summer Lex was like, man, like you should try doing top 5s because they're really good, and they're doing well for me, like you should totally try them out. And like that was kind of what got my channel going again.
Funny thing about top 5s, me and Lagan, I was the
I know
yeah, that was
you
like
guys were
was
the
like
original,
the OG top 5.
Yeah, man. I actually did know that because everyone says like Lex was the first one, and I was like, no, it wasn't Lex. I know you and Lagan did those before.
Yeah.
I think that was the main reason how I knew you, actually.
Might be.
Yeah. So that was kind of my story, and then
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of cool though, because like I helped Lex, and then he helped me.
Yeah, that was
right?
That's really nice.
Yeah, it was really cool how that worked out. Like it was such a random thing. I just came across this guy who uploaded a video. He had like 2 videos, and I was like, man, this guy has like a lot of potential just with his voice and like just his creativity. And that was good, man. Like Lex
That's awesome.
Lex is a cool guy. Like
no, he's definitely cool. I like him.
Yeah, like if you watch some of his videos, like he'll always like just throw some random like vine at the start of it or something.
Yep.
Like when you played Transit for too long, or like just random stuff like that. It's always good. I love Lex.
Little bit of freedom there. Get some break in the action.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's one of my Canadian brothers. Him and
the brotherhood.
Yeah, man. I know 2 guys from Canada that do zombies.
That's crazy.
Him and 2 Pro Few Games. They both live in British Columbia.
On the complete opposite side.
Complete opposite side, and they actually live like an hour from each other. How weird is that?
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, they both live on the island of Victoria. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Yeah, well, that's an hour. So I guess we're. I know, man.
That went by fast. Damn.
It always does. It's like. It's always good, but it's a good thing it went fast, because if it didn't, it would have mean it was a bad podcast.
Awkward conversations for an hour and a half.
Yeah. So now we're best friends, I guess. So
I guess so.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Like,
I thank you for having me. That was awesome.
Because like I have been doing kind of solos for like the last 5 in a row, and I like to do solos once in a while, but it's nice to get someone on and just talk and meet a new person, have a good conversation with them. So that was good, man. What are your links? Channel? Yeah.
YouTube, TheJFKGamer. Twitter, TheJFKGamer.
Okay, so just right.
It's all the JFK Gamer.
You got good branding going on. All right. Yeah. There'll be a link down to Jordan's YouTube and Twitter down in the description if you want to go subscribe to him. He also does zombies, so if you like my stuff, you like him. I think you do a lot of customs.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully getting off of the customs train soon, though, like when Advanced Warfare comes out. Cause
right.
Customs and me are just two friends that get along but don't get along.
Right.
Custom zombies just in of itself, they're so different than regular zombies. They're cool, but they are so tough sometimes.
Yeah. I like it, but I try. I don't mess around with it too much. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That was episode 36. We'll see you next week. Bye.